Okay, a center pawn duel. I like it. We're fighting for space. Marshal A. Taking back what's yours. I like it. Marshal A. Marshal A. Bold choice. Defending that pawn, huh? Not bad, not bad. Your opponent's playing the queen. Okay, a center pawn duel. I like it. Marshal A. Bold choice. Defending that pawn. Taking back what's yours. Smart move, finding a... Bringing out the knight. Oh, your opponent is attacking. Not the best move, but not a blunder either. You had it. Bringing out the bishop to... Oh no, you missed a way to strike at the center with a pawn. This move opens the door for your opponent to activate a bishop. Oh no, you missed a way to... Oh no, you missed a way to centralize a knight so it controls more squares. This misses out on the... Too bad, they missed a chance. Solid enough, I guess. Activating the last piece. That's some big brain play, right? That's what I like to see. A little... Good recapture. Recaptures, huh? Your opponent attacked your queen. Gotta move away. I see what they're doing. They moved their queen to safety? Putting their queen on a safe. You just made the threat to snap. Your opponent saves their bit. You missed an opportunity to... Taking the open file. King steps away. This overlooks an opportunity to... You missed an opportunity to pin. This sets up the threat to capture. A solid choice. Big rook winning opportunity. They took your free knight. Their bishop's now more active. Free pawn? Don't mind if I do. Oh wait, I'm not playing. Good job. Excellent move. Very nice. Good recapture. Free pawn? Don't mind if I do. You found the right moves. Good stuff. Oh, they are clearing the way. Trading equal material. Oh, your opponent is bringing out the knight. You offered a trade. That's an okay move. They just recaptured. Not the best move, too bad. Not your finest hour. Wow. They totally made an equal trade? Oh, not the best move. They're not a mistake, but not the best move either. Your opponent attacked your... That was an unfortunate error. This is directly threatening to win a rook through a fork. You missed an opportunity to kick. Your opponent's pawn is kicking your knight. Oh no, you missed a way. Capturing your pawn, huh? Ignoring a chance to kick a knight. This stops the... This misses an opportunity to snag. This move opens the door. Free pawn? Yes, please. You just missed the opportunity to take an open file with a rook. Oh man, they ignored a more optimal way to move a queen to safety. This permits the opponent to take an open file with a rook. You just missed the opportunity. You missed out on the chance to offer. Good job stepping in to defend. Free rook, my favorite. Taking the outpost. Classic strategy. That middle game tactic broke the king's pawn. Free pawn for them? Ouch. Not exactly a world championship level move. They just took your pawn. Oh, they are clearing the way for that bishop. Alright. Ignoring an opportunity. Oh, your opponent developed. A straightforward recap. Opposite side cast. Letting your opponent win material. This overlooks... Oh man, they ignored a more optimal way to create a pawn. Mistake by your opponent. Developing the knight and attack. You had an opportunity to capture a pawn and win material. This gives the opponent... You missed an opportunity. Oh, they messed up, huh? Thumbs up for this one. King steps away from the textbook. Smart move. Finding... Oh, the knight is on... Slipping away from that check. They just recaptured. Excellent move. You found the... Very nice. Nice job. You found the best move. The best move. Simple. That was the best move. A straightforward recap. Very nice. Well, you stood worse in that middle game. Your opponent's preparing, developing the bishop, bringing out the bishop to control, bringing out the knight to. This misses an opportunity. You missed out on the chance to recapture a piece. This misses an opportunity. You missed an opportunity to come. This misses an opportunity to develop. You missed out on the chance. There were worse moves. This misses an opportunity. Good move, safety first. Missed a freebie, huh? A new piece from your opponent. By playing this, you let your opponent win material because the defender is pinned. This misses an opportunity. Logical recapture. Your opponent is making a fair trade. Nice job, you found the best move. Now there's a looming threat. This misses an opportunity. This move opens the door for a straightforward recapture. Your opponent left their pawn hanging. Looks like. Yeah, you lost, but I want to see that. Oh, they are clearing the way. Developing the bishop is good. A straightforward recapture. An equal trade? Oh, there were worse moves. Castling on the same side as your opponent. Oh, your opponent is attacking. Smart move, finding his. Their king stepped up. Looks like your opponent made a boo-boo. This threatens to win. That allows them the. Your opponent recaptured. Your opponent moved the knight out of danger. Not bad, but could be better. Oh, they kick your knight with. Moving the piece to a safer spot. Free pawn, the best kind. Oh, your opponent made it. You recaptured. Your opponent left there. Your opponent defended their pawn, which was under attack. Exciting chess. Defending their pawn. Pushing that past pawn. Very nice. King steps away from the. Solid move, but not the best. You were merciless until your opponent's playing, ignoring a chance. This forces them. You missed a chance to punish your opponent's mistake. Keep your eyes peeled for those opportunities. The game is now close to you. You missed out on the chance to developing the bishop. You missed an opportunity to offer an equal trade of pieces. You allowed your opponent to kick a bishop. Your opponent's pawn is bringing out the knight. Mistake by your opponent. You can win a piece. Their loss, your gain. You had an opportunity to win material through a tactic. This leaves no choice. Solid enough, I guess. Your opponent left their pawn hanging. You had an opportunity to take a free pawn. They just recaptured. Excellent move. That was the best move. It's okay, I guess. Your piece now controls more. Excellent move. Logical recapture. A solid choice. That recapture was not bad, but not great either. You just missed the opportunity to... They just recaptured. Simple. This overlooks a better... Your opponent still got... Your blockade is set up. Trading equal material, that's fair. This allows the opponent a passed pawn. You had to get out of there. So not exactly a game changer, but hey, at least it doesn't hurt you much. Wow, a comeback checkmate. The perk of fun. You just missed the opportunity to defend a pawn that was under attack. Your opponent exchanged pieces. Fair trade, I suppose. Developing the knight and attacking the... You permitted the opponent to kick a bishop. Right, they've fianched kingside castling. Solid move, but not the best. Not a mistake, but not the best. Oh, they've improved their pieces. Putting their queen on a solid move. Excellent move. That's putting pressure. You missed out on the chance. This denies them ignoring an opportunity. Looks like your opponent made... Ignoring that threat was a difficult move to see, but in G... You missed a chance to punish your opponent's mistake. Stay focused. This allows the opponent... You missed an opportunity to win a bishop. They moved their queen to save... Their king step... Yikes, this lets the opponent eventually win a queen. Very nice. You missed an opportunity to... That's some big brain play, right? A solid choice. Very nice. Free queen for them? Ouch. Only one move there, and you found it. Good. That's the move. There was only one good move. How did you miss that? You allowed the opponent to kick a knight. Oh, they kick your knight with... By playing this, they let the opponent eventually win material. You missed an opportunity to eventually win material. By playing this, they let the opponent eventually win material. Wow, they totally missed a way to prepare a bishop for a development. Getting that bishop ready for development. Bishop's ready to roll. Classic development. Castling kingside tends to be safer because your king is further. Developing the knight while grabbing the center. Textbook. That's a spicy meatball. Black can't stop white from winning a pawn if they make the right moves. Textbook. Taking that pawn wins material after the right trades happen. Developing the queen and recapturing is the way to go. Simple, but effective. Forming a pawn chain, classic structure. The best move, simple as that. That's the only move. They found it. Defending the attacked pawn, the best move, simple as that. An equal trade? Seems fair. The best move, simple as that. The correct move to get to safety, nothing wrong. Gaining tempo by attack. The correct move to get to safety, excellent move. That's the only move. They found it. Now that knight controls more of the board. Getting the bishop in the mix, a solid choice. White has all pieces ready for action and into the battle. Oh boy, that knight is getting... The correct move to get to safety. Nothing wrong with a bit of safety. Textbook. They're attacking a trapped piece, that's the only move. They found it. Recapturing is taking back what's right. A solid choice. Maintaining the balance. Recapturing and developing and pinning the attacker. Dodging the knight's check. Smooth. Recapturing is the way to go. Sometimes the best move is getting out of. Recapturing is the way to. That's an okay move. This is just the strongest option. A solid choice. This is just the strongest. Solid move. This is just the strongest option. Very. Attacking white's pawn. This is just the strongest option. Very precise. Leaves a pawn undefended? Yikes. Oh wow, you stood better. Clearing the path, getting that bishop ready for action. Your opponent developed. Not the ideal move, solid move. Not the ideal move, both kings castle, solid move. Trading equal material, developing the knight and attacking. Excellent move. Building a solid pawn chain, not bad, but not great either. Adding protection to your thumbs up for this one. Excellent move, top mark. With the right moves, your opponent connected rooks. Moving those pawns can weaken your king's defenses. Think twice before you move them. Putting their bishop on a... You missed an opportunity. Hanging pieces? Not a good look. You just handed them a free pawn. Smart move finding a safer... A straightforward recapture. Smart move that gets the queen. This overlooks an opportunity to win. This overlooks an opportunity. This misses an This permits your opponent to win material through a skewer. You missed out on the chance to move. Your opponent saves their... You just missed the opportunity. Allowing your opponent to... They just took your rook for free. Your opponent moved... Very nice. Excellent move. Looks like your opponent made a boo-boo and left a free queen. Grab it! This misses an opportunity to take a free knight. That middle game tactic broke the deadlock. Alright, Scandinavia. So, you're going... Looks like your opponent... Stopping your opponent from... That misses an even. Going to drop a pawn? Not ideal, but let's see if you can salvage this. This allows the opponent to win a queen through an eventual discovered. That's a spicy setup. A discovered... Bye-bye, checking queen. That's the only move? What a find. Taking out the knight that checked the king. Going to drop a pawn? Not ideal, but let's see if you can salvage this. That's a spicy setup. A discovered attack and check. That pawn kick forces the... That's the only move? Taking out the knight that checked the king. Oh, they messed up, huh? Your opponent's rook is now lost. Take it, take it! This misses an opportunity to snag the pawn with a tactic. Sometimes the best move is getting out of danger. The correct move to avoid danger, nothing wrong with a bit of safety. That's a much safer square for the knight. That's the only move. This recapture is straightforward. Developing the knight and attacking the center at the same time, efficient. Classic kingside castling, textbook stuff. Developing the knight... Oh, they messed up, huh? Your opponent's rook is now lost. This creates the threat. You had an opportunity to snag the knight with a tactic. This misses an opportunity to move a knight to safety. Putting some pressure on. A trapped piece. Solid move, but not the best. Free queen, my favorite. A fair trade. This compels your opponent. Free rook. Free pawn, my favorite. Winning a knight after the trades, that's how you play chess. Activating the last. A fair trade, putting some pressure on. Looks like your opponent. E4. Textbook chess, isn't it? Your opponent attacks you. Free pawn? Yes. Stopping your opponent. Going to drop a pawn? Not ideal, but let's see if you can salvage this. Oh, they messed up, huh? This shuts down their attempt to win material. That misses an even stronger way to develop a bishop and attack the center. Developing the knight and attacking the center at the same time. Developing the bishop and kicking the knight? Instead of retreating, making it. Sometimes the best move is a wise decision to move their... Developing other people. Defending that bishop, keeping it. A solid choice. Gaining tempo by attacking it. Sometimes the best move is developing the knight and attacking the center. The best move, simple as that. That's the only move? What a find. Instead of retreating, making a counter threat against it. Ignoring the threats on the queen was a difficult, unequal trade. Keeping it simple. Maintaining the balance. Developing a piece while recapturing. The best move. Simple as a solid choice. This leaves no choice but taking back what's rightfully textbook, developing the bishop and attacking the classic kingside castle. A solid choice. You found a tactic in the opening. E4, textbook, solid plays. You missed out on the chance to kick a knight. You had an opportunity to win material because the defender is pinned. Oh, they messed up, huh? You're a good recapture. They just recaptured. Oh, they snapped up your hanging. Offering a trade, are we? Excellent move. Dropping material like solid move. Free bishop? Yes, please. Putting their queen on a solid choice. Excellent move. That was the best move. They moved their queen to safety. That rook on the 7th. Excellent move. Excellent move. Yes, checkmate. You must have been practicing your endgames. That was textbook. That's the move. Protecting the pawn. Recapturing with the knight, huh? A fair trade. Your opponent exchange. Oh, your opponent. Not bad, but not great either. Getting the piece to safety. Excellent move. Your opponent is making a fair. Developing the bishop and attacking the Your opponent brings their last piece, putting their bishop on a safer textbook. Your opponent recaptures. Solid enough, I guess. Solid move, but not the best. Fair trade, I suppose. Thumbs up for this one. Very nice. The best move. Simple. Excellent move. Nice. Your bishop? A straightforward recapture, huh? Good recapture. Your opponent is making a fair trade. Smart move. You found a safer square for your pawn. Your opponent is making a fair trade. Standard. Smart move. You found a safer square for your pawn. Well, you stood worse. A direct approach. Free pawn, my favorite. Unfortunately, you ignored the stronger way to allowing your opponent to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-up. Recapturing while developing. Your opponent saves their... This misses an opportunity. Oh, your opponent is ignoring an opportunity to... Logical recapture. Your opponent saves their... This starts to create the threat to check. Blocking that attack, smart move. Your opponent saves... Dropping material like it's hot. Your opponent saves their queen. Dropping material like it's hot. Not a good look. This starts to create... You recaptured. Gaining a tempo by attacking their queen. This basically hands your opponent the chance to force eventual checkmate. They fail to notice. This basically hands your opponent the chance to force your opponent recapture. Good job getting out of check. They took your free pawn. A gift is a gift. Your opponent broke the deadlock with a... Fighting for the center. Attacking that pawn chain. Your opponent develops the bishop. Well, oh, your opponent is... You permitted the opponent... You missed an opportunity. Solid move. Your opponent's got something. Oh, they kick your knight. You created the threat to win... Developing the queen into the... Your opponent exchanged. This basically you had an opportunity to snag the bishop. Oh no, you missed a straightforward recapture, huh? Okay, no. Your opponent is making a fair... Oh no, you missed a way to create a passed pawn. Ignoring a chance to create a passed pawn. A straightforward recapture, huh? Good recapture. This sets up the threat to checkmate the king. You allowed your opponent to... Oh no, you missed a way... Oh no, you missed a way to... This overlooks an opportunity. Ignoring a chance to create a solid choice. Well, that's that. Checkmate. Better luck next time, mate. You were merciless until the end. Nice win. Nice. A fundamental... This basically hands the... Good, you kicked that black knight right out of there. That's an okay move. Getting the queen out into the game. Developing the queen is good. It helps. Defending the attacked knight. That's gotta hurt. Winning it. This is just the strongest option. That's a spicy meatball. That pin is brutal. The knight. Textbook. Classic kingside castling. Grabbing that knight. Easy peasy. Developing the knight while grabbing the center. Oh boy, that bishop is getting kicked. That's a spicy meatball. Black. That piece has found a new and active square. An equal trade? Seems fair. Maintaining the balance. Standard. That pawn is on a mission. It's a solid move, but not the best. Developing the bishop while grabbing the center. The rooks can see each other. This is just the strongest. A solid choice. Developing the rook, giving black more flavor. Textbook. A new active square for that. Equal trade offer. Recapturing is the way to go. Textbook. That's a spicy meatball. White. This puts their knight on eliminating a threat. This recapture is straight. Gaining tempo by attacking a rook. Nice. Wow. They totally missed. That's the only move? What a find. That's a much safer square for them. After you won a piece in the open. Interesting. Scan it. Putting their knight on. Threatening to checkmate. Oh, they are clearing. That's a miss. You had a better way to offer an equal. This is directly threat. You allowed the opponent to capture. This misses an opportunity. Oh, great. Your opponent is controlling the center with this move. They castled, I guess. You missed an opportunity to eventually win material. This gives the opponent the green light to eventually win. Defending the knight, gotta keep putting that knight to work. The correct move to get to safety. That's the only move. They found it. An equal trade. Sacrificing the bishop like that. Recapturing is the option. This is just the strongest option. Dodging the queen's check. An equal trade. Keeping it simple. This gives the opponent the green light. Smart move. You permitted the opponent to win material through a fork. This misses an opportunity. Putting some pressure on. You missed out on the chance to force doubling. This overlooks an opportunity. Now there's a looming. This misses an opportunity. You are forcing your opponent. There were worse moves. This permits your opponent to win material by. You're about to drop a pawn. Not ideal, but let's see if you can salvage this. A straightforward recapture. Their king stepped out. Excellent move. Free rook, my favorite kind. You prevented your opponent from being able to force. You started off worse. That's how you develop the. Your opponent exchanged. Your opponent's flank, threatening to force. Kingside castling, solid enough, I guess. They just recaptured. That's a solid block. That recapture was. This misses an opportunity. Your opponent left their. Free rook? Yes, please. You must have been practicing your endgames. That was textbook. So your opponent's going developing the knight, good recapture. That's how you handle a tough spot. Putting their queen on a six. You block the check, but Getting that bishop ready. Looks like your opponent exchanged pieces of equal value. Looks like your opponent made a boo-boo and left a free bishop. Grab it! You missed an opportunity. Your opponent is making it. King steps away. There were worse moves. Fair trade, I suppose. You're making them work for it. Your opponent exchanged. Your opponent saves it. Okay, your opponent. Excellent move. Their king step. Ah, they missed a better. Excellent move. Very nice. Thumbs up for this one. Your opponent moved the pawn. Good recapture. Their bishop's now more active. That was the best move. Excellent move. Top mark. Putting their bishop on a safer square. I guess so. Nothing.
Kalma kasi, kalma. Laro lang yan, yawa ka. Laro lang yan, putang ina mo.
E4. So, you're going... That was the best move. Their bishop moves into... Not bad, but could be bad. Developing the knight, getting that bishop ready. Castling on the same side. Only one good move and you... This keeps the opponent from... Only one good move and you miss. Your opponent left their pawn hanging? Looks like it's free. Take it! You missed an opportunity to take... Losing a bishop? You missed an opportunity. Oh no. A pinned piece on... Looks like your opponent... By playing this... Checkmate, game over. Now there's a looming threat. Logical recapture. Now there's a looming threat to checkmate the king. Checkmate, game over. Happens. Maybe...
Ano yun? Yawa ka. Tangina mo. Ay. Wah. galing ah. Putang ina mo. Galing ang kupal ka. Putang ina mo, men. Putang ina nyo. Kapait na kinabuhi ay. Ang pagkapait sa kinabuhi. Hirap talaga bago may pangarap pa. Kailangan talaga to. Patay na akong patay ito. Bahala. Hirap. Mahirap at talagang laro ka. Hirap at talagang laro ka. Putang ina mo, Queen. Nag-aabang ka lang pala dun. Yawa ka. Ah, malas talaga oh. Putang ina mo, Queen. Mamatay ka na sana. Ay, ay, ay. Kinain yun.